Listen here, okay? Ain't nothing gonna break my stride, okay? Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. And I refuse to let this month kick my butt. So today, this video, this moment, today, Goretober number 5, baby. Let's go. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna do it. Prompt, werewolf, we got this, okay? Here are all of my prints up on Etsy. If you're interested in any of them, go get them. But in this moment, we are starting print number 5. Let's do this. Okay, so for this one, this is where I feel like I picked myself back up. We've achieved something today, okay? This one, I was so annoyed with this prompt. Okay, and here's why. I said in a prior video once that, people really just look at Inktober, Goretober, and don't want to do it because maybe they take the prompts too literally, and they're like, ugh, werewolf, I don't want to draw a werewolf. That was me, okay? It was 100% me. That's probably a lot of the times why I've done this. This is the first year I have. But I decided that I was going to try to come up with a creative way to inspire the theme werewolf without actually drawing a werewolf. So I'm super happy with this. Do I think it's like the greatest drawing in the world? No. But it allowed me to kind of just use that part of my brain and figure out and be creative. So I'm happy. Here, my concept for this was I got a wolf skull and I decided I was gonna put a human skull in it. Yeah. Werewolf, yeah, you get it. Human, yeah. And I was like, you know what? This is what I'm doing. And I was like, yes, I like this concept. And, I've said this before, that drawing skulls is just almost like playing art on easy mode. I actually kind of struggled with this one. I think I've drawn a wolf skull before. I've definitely drawn a cat skull before. I've drawn quite a bit of skulls in my time. Oddly, I don't know why. This is also the weakest drawing of a human skull that I've done. I think it's not bad, it's just it's a little odd. I don't know why. But I am happy with this drawing, for real. Because I was like, yes, I got a good concept. And I ended up adding a fur in the back to give it some sort of more texture and a darker color behind it. So my whites look whiter. We get it. This one, it was I think it was a pretty strong effort, and I'm glad that I got something good. Because if this didn't work, I would have been so very depressed. And I mean, I could have just drawn one of my human wolf characters. I should probably have one of those. No, I do have one. I could have just went with that, but I'm glad I went with something else because I don't want to draw too many characters. I probably, I do need the practice in drawing characters, but I know, not a lot of people are interested. Well, not a bunch of people, let me phrase this correctly. Not everyone is, into characters, especially when, they're not their own characters. I like watching other people's content, but sometimes it's hard to like a character when it's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna drop that. I don't know really what I'm going for. Anyway, this, for real, it's like I did my normal cross hatching shading. I didn't, the plentiful line shading. And I did have really good references for this. I feel like definitely plenty on Pinterest if you look up wolf skull. There's also a ton of like werewolf skulls. I didn't even know people like came up with that. Well, no, I'm sure like of course someone's come up with it, but I'm like, I didn't know someone had like the brain cup, like, oh no, okay. Like someone was like that interested in what a werewolf skull would look like a human and wolf like combined. I was like, that's pretty cool. I'm like not at all talented or smart enough to like even consider sitting down and like coming up with it on my own and like fusing those two together, because I don't think I know enough of like biology to figure whatever that would be like. But this drawing, it was a win in my book, and I'm happy because I had been like really just not doing well, and it was like super just upsetting that I had, before this I had like 2 drawings that they weren't working for me. The first one of day 3 and then the second one of day 4. The first one was the sleep paralysis prompt. That one got me. It was very, very frustrating. If you're interested in that video, I talked about why it's good to fail and how you need to pick yourself back up and stuff. And then the second drawing that I did was the knots, which it was a fine drawing. I'm okay with it. It was really good practice. It like helped me get to the point of like, okay, this is where after this I'm gonna pick myself back up. Now that I've done like a practice simple drawing and got all my just out of the way. You feel me? Yeah, you get it. It was just, I'm just glad that I came up with something that's good. I feel like this is, a lot of the times I feel like my drawings need to be, oh my god, they need to be perfect. They have to have good meaning. They have to be super detailed. They have to have everything. And, this one is simple. And I like that. It's simple in the fact that it gets a prompt done. It's visually appealing. And, not everything needs to be so, like, outrageously complex and outrageously creative. I feel like this is pretty creative and, like, not overly complicated. Because sometimes doing drawings that are just too complicated, like, they're just too much. They're too much, okay? And I feel like I've done plenty of overly complicated drawings in my day where it's just, too much can happen, where it's a lot. Okay, I feel like some of my more recent prints are complicated in the overly too much way, but there's a reason for that. You can see that in one of the future videos if you're updated. But anyway, this drawing, I actually, looking back at this drawing, I know I put the fur in the background for like the black, but I don't know if I would want like a solid black background. I don't end up adding it, but I'm like, I feel like it needs something, but I don't know what, But I do like it for its simplicity. I did learn how to draw a wolf skull though. That was fun. I don't know if I've drawn one. I feel like I have, but I don't remember. I've definitely drawn a human skull before. I have indeed done that. That isn't something new. And I don't think I had to go like back in with like my white liner for this one too much. It was just kind of, sit and we'll get this ink down on there and just get it done. And it was a good thing. This definitely, I'm like looking through my art up until now and past, where I started off like really strong, but now that, well, for you, this is the 5th day, so it'll be 10 drawings this day. But I'm on 20 some maybe, and I've definitely seen my progress from beginning to right now. And I started out really strong, but you can tell that I like fluctuated between starting really strong the first day, and then the 3rd and 4th struggled a bit, and then after that I've just gotten progressively better in a sense of I feel like my art is a little more I was gonna say complicated, but that's not what I want to say. Formatted. It's what is the word? Composition. I feel like the composition has gotten better. I think it has. And it's definitely, I have definitely gotten a hang of this, and I'm glad. So like now I'm working on drawings, just kind of just getting them done, and I'm like just cruising through now. Nothing like necessarily bad has happened yet. I say yet because, you never know, because I'm not even halfway done. Okay, we still have quite a bit of the road trip to go. I include Road Trip by Dream here. No, I don't. That is a complete joke. Anyway. Now I have Road Trip stuck in my head. Gosh dang it. Back to what I was talking about that completely just derailed my brain. Just hearing the word road trip absolutely triggered something in my mind. Oh, you can see here, I added the fur in the background, being like, ooh, do I want to do this? How dark do I need to make the skull or how light do I need to make the skull so it doesn't get like too dark? So you can see that I was adding that before I really moved on to like a bunch of places. And this I feel like is like so, it's solid. This was the ground that I needed to just push myself forward, and I'm glad. And like the couple of days like before, it just had been like very just so uneventful and boring, and some days you're gonna have that, but some days are gonna be like really great and fun, and some days are just gonna be mediocre. Like honestly, and not every day has to be off the wall. If every day was off the wall, I think I'd lose my mind, to be honest. And hello. Okay, I feel like I'm someone who does, like, my style is pretty, like, it's not where you look at it and be like, ooh, that's a realistic style, but it's not like well, when I draw like here, like the skull, you can be like, yeah, that looks real, but it also like somehow still has this like style. Like it still looks stylized in my mind. I don't know if you agree, let me know if you agree, but I feel like it's still like kind of stylized in a way. And I like that about my art because every time I do like portrait drawings, it's like, ooh, that's like, it's realism, but it has some influence on like cartoons. So like when I draw portraits, sometimes I draw too big of eyes, and it's like, this is realistic, but why are the eyes so big? So I just think it's so fun when I draw actual in real life items. I don't actually have these items, they're references, like IRL references. And I like it when it like crosses between this like stylized, realistic cartoon kind of vibe, because you can like tell, just because I'm a person who swaps between both. Like I swap between every single kind of like art. I don't think there's much like untapped style, like art that I haven't achieved yet. If there is, I will conquer it. because I'm someone who really wants to, I want to be a good artist, but I also want to have like touched every basic. It's like someone who plays an instrument or is like a band teacher. They like have to have like a basic knowledge in every single like instrument in a band. I'm that art person that wants to know everything about every single medium, and that's a lot. I definitely have not achieved that, but for styles like realism and cartoon, I've touched quite a bit in that, and I think I can say I've touched. Yeah, I've done like abstract and like, yeah, for 100%. But also, can we talk about styles real quick? This is like a very controversial thing. Maybe not controversial, but people have their opinions about it. But let me know if you are someone who doesn't like when people like here I'll have an example. When people who like My Hero Academia draw in that style. Are you someone who's like, no, they need to just come up with their own style and be like like they can be inspired by it and have their own style, which I feel like that's a good thing, to be inspired by a style and then incorporate in your art? Or are you someone who's like, if they have the exact same style, that's wrong? Like I genuinely like want to know like how many people, because I don't know if style like theft, I feel like it exists, but I don't know in like what limitations and what. Like I kind of just want to do a video about that. I feel like that'd be fun, because as an artist, if I saw someone copying my style, I'd kind of be bummed. Like in a sense of, I spent like a really long time figuring out my style and then they just stole it like within a second. I'm like so 100% okay with people with taking like stuff from artists, incorporating their style. I feel like that is so 100%. I have done that, like hands down. I've done that probably somewhere. I did learn how to draw ears because of My Hero Academia. But I'm like I want to know what other people think about it. I know that a lot of people don't really care or don't feel like art style like theft is a thing, and that all art styles should be open to everyone. But I just want to know. So anyway, here's my final piece. This video was like a teeny bit shorter than the normal ones, but good for me because I really was like, voiceover, it's gonna take forever. But anyway, here's my final piece. If you like it, it's up on Etsy. Let me know what you think. I personally really like it. I definitely enjoyed it. I love doing these ink drawings. It's like a new concept to me to do these ink drawings. So, like I said, if you're interested, up in Etsy. I have a Discord. If you are doing Inktober or Goretober and you would like to share your art, you can message me and we can talk about it. But either ways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Thank you. Bye.